Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Bella. It's so nice to see you guys today. So before we get into today's video, I really just want to take a second to talk about what's been happening in the world and why I haven't been around on YouTube for a few weeks now. If you guys have been living under a rock or you just don't care, then you don't know what's been happening with the Black Lives Matter movement. There's been tons and tons and tons of protests, and throughout this whole time I've just been trying to use my platform to kind of just spread resources and help people find ways to help. I do want to recognize that I have a platform on YouTube as well as I do on Instagram, and I do want to use my voice on YouTube as well. Yeah, I just wanted to take this time to let you guys know that there's going to be a link in my description for a Black Lives Matter page where you can sign different petitions. There's different ways where you can learn how to help and how to be a good ally and how to recognize your white privilege and all that stuff. If you guys need any other resources, I've been posting on my Instagram different resources for you guys and just trying to put out educational stuff to help bring awareness to what's going on and what's been going on. But yeah, I just wanted to take a second to recognize that because it's really important that you guys contribute to making a change too. It's something that starts within us, within our homes. I know you may think that you as one person may not make a big difference, but please, it makes the biggest difference to educate yourself. So please, please, please take the time to do so, and I appreciate it so much if you guys do. I appreciate everyone who has signed petitions so far. If you decide not to educate yourself and stay mute, silent, ignorant, please remove yourself from my channel. My channel is a place for positivity, for growth, for learning, and for overall good vibes. So yeah, I just wanted to say that before getting into today's video. So I kind of don't know how to move on from that because it's a really sad and serious topic. But yeah, please, please, please check that stuff out, guys. Everything will be linked in the description. So we're just gonna jump right into this tutorial. So I'm gonna first start off by priming my lids, and I'm gonna do so with a little bit of concealer. So the reason I wanted to do this purple look was because I got really inspired by my nails. I haven't had my nails done in forever. Alright, so once that's blended out, we're gonna go ahead and set that with some translucent powder. So the first palette that I'm gonna be getting into today is the Morphe 35B palette. This one is an OG palette. If you still have this palette in your collection, then congratulations, you can use this palette. But if you don't, then I'm sorry. But this was the only palette that I had in my collection that had a lilac-y shade, I guess. I already put some on my brush, and we're gonna use this as a transition shade. And I'm gonna put that in my crease and just start to blend it out until it's, you know, all in there. So the next palette that I'm going to dip into is from the ABH Norvina collection, and this one is the Volume 1 palette. I'm going to go ahead and use this shade right here, and this is the shade A2. And I'm going to go ahead and pop that in my crease right underneath that lilac-y shade that we first put down. This is the first time I've ever used this shadow, and whoa, look how pigmented she is. So I'm gonna go with this shade right here, and this one is called B4. So I'm gonna keep it pretty low and kind of not really super blown out, but more concentrated in the crease to kind of add dimension. And I'm just patting it for now. I'm not really blending it. And then I'm gonna softly go around the edges. When I say softly, I mean really softly diffuse that product, because you still want it to look darker, but you just want it to look blended and not stamped on. Alright guys, so I have that purple all in my crease, all blended out. Now we're gonna move on to cutting the lid, which is the most satisfying part of this process. So you guys can use any type of concealer to use this step, but I prefer using a liquid concealer. It just makes cutting the crease a lot easier. But instead of cutting my crease halfway or completely, I'm gonna do a circle just on my lid. And I'll show you guys what I mean in a second. So I'm just gonna get my concealer and the little brush that I'm gonna use to conceal. Basically, I'm gonna kind of pull this to tighten it a little bit, and I'm gonna start this line in the center, and then I bring it down on one side and then bring it down on the other side like that. And then I'm gonna complete this half circle and just draw that line. After that, I'm gonna fill in the rest of the circle, or half circle I should say. Alright, so I went ahead and set that with some eyeshadow really quick. You guys can use translucent powder. It really doesn't matter because we're going to put glitter over it. I'm going to do the same thing directly on the other eye, and yeah. Alright, so now that we have the eyelids cut and they're set, this next step is optional, but I'm going to go ahead and mark where my eyeliner would be because I'm working with glitter. It can get a little bit hard to put eyeliner on top of it because it's a little bit grainy and it just doesn't run as smoothly as it would if there was no glitter underneath the eyeliner. So I'm going to go ahead and mark where the liner is going to be. That way I can put the glitter around it and I'm not going to struggle later when putting on my eyeliner. And to do this, all you really need is an angled brush and some black eyeshadow, and just mark where you want to have your eyeliner at. And if you do your eyeliner enough, you should know where it sits on your lid. But if you don't, just kind of do an imaginary liner in your head and then you can map it out later. And if it helps you guys, you can just go ahead and do the full eyeliner stencil. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I have the eyeliner outlined and it looks really messy right now. There's a bunch of black eyeshadow all over my under eyes, but I'm gonna clean that all up after we do the glitter. And the glitter glue and glitter that I'm gonna be using today are from NYX and Anastasia. This is their loose glitter in the shade Team No Sleep, and this is just the regular glitter primer from NYX. So I'm just gonna take a good amount of this glitter glue and just apply it to my lid really quick. And I'm gonna follow the concealer shape and also the shape of the eyeliner, that way I can go around it. I'm just gonna take some of this glitter and then apply that. I would say the only bad thing about this glitter primer is that it does dry pretty quickly, so if you don't work fast, it's gonna dry down and you're gonna have to be reapplying it. So that's the only tip I have when working with this glitter glue, is work quickly. Alright, so I have the glitter applied on this side and it has like little blue and pink specks in it, and it's gonna look really pretty when it hits the light. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the other eye. I have the glitter applied to both sides and my face is pretty covered in glitter right now, so I'm gonna clean that up really quickly and then we can move on to the eyeliner. Alrighty folks, so I finally cleaned up my face and we're gonna move on to the eyeliner, and I'm gonna be using my favorite eyeliner of all freaking time. If you guys don't already know, I'm going to be using the Balm Matte Swing Liner. This liner is my favorite because it is the blackest and most matte liner I've ever used. It goes on so smooth and it's really easy to take off too. It's not like crusty when you want to take it off. So I definitely recommend this. And if you guys want a more in-depth eyeliner tutorial, go ahead and let me know. But for now, I'm just going to do this really quickly and you guys can do your eyeliner the same. Alright guys, so I finally finished putting on my liner. I put her on pretty thick as you can see, but I always do kind of a thicker liner when I do a more dramatic, colorful look. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and put on some lashes really quick. The lashes are on, and if you guys want to know what lashes these are from Lily Lashes, and they are in the style at Lily Lashes. Now that we're done with the eyes, we can go ahead and move on to the base makeup. And so for foundation today, I'm going to be using the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation along with the Smashbox 24 Hour Studio Skin Full Coverage Foundation. This one is in the shade 2.0 and this one is in the shade Stromboli. This shade matches me more on a summer day, but I've gotten no sun in the past like 2 to 3 months, so I'm kind of a pale biatch right now. That's why I'm mixing it with this foundation, and this foundation gives really good coverage. This NARS foundation already has pretty good coverage too, but like I said, the shade's off. But first, before I go in with foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and prime, and I'm gonna be using the Benefit Professional Primer. This primer is amazing because I got big girl pores and you can see all up in them. So I'm just putting that everywhere. This one has a really similar texture to the Smashbox Photo Finish for anyone wondering the difference. The Professional actually has like a little bit of a nude tint to it, and the Photo Finish is clear, so I think that may be like the only visible difference in them. Other than that, they're both really good primers. I'm gonna go ahead and mix these two and then get to applying that onto my face. I'm gonna start dotting this foundation on my face and then get to blending. Alright, so now that I have that foundation on, we're going to go ahead and do some concealer. I'm going to be using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This one's in the shade Light 10. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that concealer with some translucent powder, and I'm using the Anastasia translucent powder right now. Alright guys, I know I look kind of really crazy right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face makeup off camera since you guys have seen it before, and I'll be back to show you guys how to do the under eyes. Alright guys, so I have the rest of my face on. I did my bronzer, my blush, my highlight, my lips, everything. And I'll go over what I used after I go ahead and finish up the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and dip back into this Norvina Volume 1 palette. I'm gonna take this shade A2 right here, and we're gonna run that all along the lower lash line. And I'm gonna keep this color pretty close to my lash line. I don't wanna bring it super far down just because it is a really bright color. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take that shade B4, which is the darker, more blue tone purple that we used before. And I'm gonna put that on the outer corner and a little bit closer to the lash line than I did with the A2 shade. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and quickly put on some setting spray. I'm gonna go ahead and use some Dewy Set. And then for the inner corner highlight, I kind of want to do something with some colorful reflex in it. That way it can make the purple pop a little bit more. And I'm going to use this Wish Me Luck Glitterly Obsessed Body Glitter from ColourPop. It says body glitter. I wouldn't get it in your eyeballs, so I'm not recommending you use this, but this is what I'm using. I'm just taking a little bit of that on my inner corner highlighting brush, and I'm popping that on the inner corner, and it's gonna give it a little bit of a pop of highlight. All right, so now that I have the inner corner highlight on, we can go ahead and move on to the lower lash mascara. I'm gonna use the Bad Gal Bang mascara. I'm only gonna use a little bit because I kind of want to keep the baby doll look. All right, and that's it for the eyes. I'm gonna tell you guys what products I use on my lips really quick. So I started off by lining my lips with the NYX Matte Lip Sway Lip Liner in the shade Sandstorm. And then I kind of went over it a little bit, but not really. Just kind of mixed the two shades with the shade Galaxy Gray from MAC. And this is a lip pencil. It's a retractable lip pencil. It's a little bit of a purpley gray lavender type shade. So I went over that. And then for lipstick, I used the Anastasia lipstick in the shade Soft Touch. And this is their matte lipstick. These lipsticks are fantastic. You guys are gonna hate me, but I used another lipstick and it's in the shade Bare Bling. And this one's just like a really light peach nude shade. And then last but certainly most not least is the NYX Medium Brown eye pencil that I always use around my lips. And I just kind of redefined the lip shape a little bit, kind of gave myself some dimension. That's always what I do with my lipstick afterwards. All right guys, well that's the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I hope you guys learned some new tips and hopefully a new eyeshadow look that you guys can do. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you want to leave a comment, go ahead. I always respond to comments. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I want to give you guys a quick reminder. If you didn't check out the petitions already, please do so. There's going to be links below, or there's links on my Instagram. At this point, there's really no excuses as to why you guys haven't signed any petitions. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and bye.